Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Doug Barry. I appreciate you taking time to be with me. Right now as I record this, January 28th, 2019, in the state of Nebraska, it is exceptionally cold outside. This thing called the polar vortex, this massive cold air front coming down from Canada, is sweeping across the Midwest and the plains. Brutal. So what I've done is I've brought my tropical plant into the set here today just to kind of warm things up a little bit. You can tell, don't have a great green thumb when it comes to taking care of plants. Also on the monitor back here, we've got the nice beach scene here, the sunset. You can just feel that heat coming off that monitor, can't you? Those monitors there, yeah. And I'm wearing my Hawaii t-shirt, which I got when I was at a men's conference I spoke at last fall out in Hawaii. I want a big shout out to my friends out there, Bear Wozniak, Eddie, and Ron, and the rest of you out there in Hawaii. Thanks for bringing me out there. Jason Jones, it was great hanging out with y'all, and looking forward to coming back someday. Subject I want to get into today, I've written on the marker board, boom, emotion versus discipline. Now, I've talked about this before in previous videos and presentations about the difference between emotion and discipline, or feelings, inspiration even, and discipline. Inspiration, the point of inspiration, for example, you can be inspired, all right, by watching a video, maybe something like this video. Maybe you're inspired by some meme on Facebook or some social media platform. Maybe you're inspired by a story here or there, and that's great. Inspiration has its place, but it's like feelings and emotions. It can fade very quickly. But discipline is that application, all right? It's that putting it into day-to-day practice. Discipline is putting into practice that which you've maybe been inspired to do. But while the inspiration, the emotion is going to pass, that discipline has to be what you just hammer out every day. You know, you've got to be disciplined to get up and take care of the things that need to be taken care of. Emotions, feelings, these things are dangerous if they lead us, if they guide us. They're not bad. God created us with them. But we have to make sure that they're not running the show. Anybody married longer than a week knows if your emotions are running your marriage, you're going to have problems in your marriage. Right? Your marriage is to be guided more by the discipline of what your vows are all about, your commitment to one another. Because emotions are going to go up and down. They're going to be here and there, all over the place. But that truth of your commitment and your vows and the discipline of that goes right through the middle and keeps everything grounded and held together. When it comes to exercise, for example, here we are at the end of January, and a lot of us in general have our New Year's resolutions. And a lot of you out there maybe said, you know, I'm going to start exercising more, feeling good about it. It's the beginning of the year. It's time to really kick it into gear, right? I'm going to get out there. I'm going to lift the weights. I'm going to run. I'm going to flip the tractor tire, whatever your deal is. I like all of those things. Then as time goes by, that feeling kind of drops off. And then we start to say, I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like, getting up, or I don't feel like doing it today. Maybe I'll feel like doing it tomorrow. It's like we're waiting for some angelic injection in the arm to make us feel like doing things so it'll animate us. That's where discipline comes in. It doesn't matter what it is, emotions, feelings, even moments of inspiration, they fade, they go up and down. They're not trustworthy. They can't be what guide us if we're going to get things done and accomplish what God wants us to do and what we know we should do in this world. Another example is fear. A lot of people are afraid. They're afraid to engage in the battle that's out there right now. They're afraid to stand up. Some people are afraid to wear a Make America Great Again hat. Some people are afraid to put a Trump 2020 sign in their front yard if you're a supporter of President Trump. Whatever it may be, whether it's political, whether it's standing up even in the church with the crisis that's going on right now. There are people who are afraid to do that. They're afraid to get involved in the conversations and the debates over these things with regards to a lot of the abuse that's happening in the church in different ways and on various levels. There's this fear. Fear's emotion. Fear's not discipline. It's not practical. It's not logical. Consider what St. Paul writes to Timothy in 2 Timothy 1:7 when he says God did not give us a spirit of fear. He did not give us a timid spirit. He gave us a spirit of power and of love and of self-control. That involves discipline. There has to be discipline there. Discipline is what you want. As the saying goes, with emotion and discipline, what do you want in the foxhole? You want discipline, not emotion. Discipline helps you battle day after day in that foxhole and get the job done. Go at the enemy, win the day, win the battle, be victorious. Right? Inspiration is kind of like emotion. It's up and down. It fades. It's there. Yeah, I'm inspired. No, I'm not inspired anymore. Same with exercise. Same with learning a craft. Same with going to school and educating your brain. You could be inspired to go to school. But if you don't have the discipline to hammer it out, hit the books, study, read, really own it, then you're not going to get anywhere with it. So let's put this in perspective. Let's make sure that discipline is right there in the foxhole by our side. That's what drives us to hammer it out and get the job done and win these battles. And let's make sure that emotion, feelings, inspiration, that they're used the right way. And let's do this for the right reason, for the glory of God, for the salvation of souls. In the end, when we die and stand before God, nothing else is going to matter except what we did for his glory and for the salvation of souls. Most important, right there. Never forget that. And that takes discipline to remember that and to act upon that. That's all I got for now. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please share this video with others. You know that there are others out there in your life, in your family probably, friends, people you know who are struggling with this very concept, this understanding of feelings, emotions, discipline. Right. Share this with them. Help them. A lot of people's lives are train wrecks because emotions and feelings are running the show for them. And it's destroying a lot. And a lot of this is an act of the will. An act of the will that says, I'm going to choose not to let this happen. I'm going to make discipline that rule that guides me day to day. All right, have a great day. God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon.